Miss Croucher, how could I not be your favourite, huh? I just don't understand it. Uh-huh. Wow, wow. I might be in the top 10. How many streamers do you have total, huh? Top 10 out of how many, huh? It's a little air rifle pellet, that's all. But you're doing okay to find those. You know, you can't complain when you find those. Oh, they're nice. They're nice. About 8 or so. I don't know why I bother. I really honestly don't. Hey Josh, why is your depression so bad? Only talking about metal detecting streamer. In that case, top 50. Wow. Wow. And how many streamers do you watch then in total? Huh? Like how many streamers do you watch total? I would remove you as a mod, but you do such a good job, I don't think I can. But I'd really like to. A walrus could get itself trapped in this wire. We must remove it so that no walruses get trapped. It's a nice colour though, isn't it? That is a nice colour. I don't like walruses. I don't like anything really. I mean, horses are nice, they do a good job sometimes. I like birds, except for seagulls. That's about it. Maybe a unicorn. Flying unicorn, you get like two of the best things at once. Eagles, good to see you. How are you doing? And if you're enjoying the stream, please do feel free to subscribe. I spent a lot of money at the auction the other day. And I hope to make a profit on that, but we're back now. One of my favourite qualities of birds. They should be able to fly. And they're quite pretty. The new claim, no. The only way I could do that is probably tomorrow. I might be able to get out there tomorrow, potentially. I messaged him last night. Davey, good to see you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. But tomorrow we should be out, maybe. That's a big maybe. I don't know if I'm able to because it's a long way away, you know. Let's say John's land to my house is here. His is there. So, you know. I don't like seagulls. Horrible things. If I had £1 for every seagull that I've shot, by the end of the year I'd have £1,000, maybe even more. Why did I get a permission so far away? Why are you so demanding? You get a permission wherever you can. Do I know what species I'm shooting? Yeah. Move house, I'll get one closer. No. This is Somerset we're talking about, Miss Croucher. This is Roman land, where there's lots and lots of Roman people laying under the ground, pushing up coins. Which one? Those nasty ones that you get at the beaches. Not the nice small ones. The big white ones with the ketchup stained beaks. Those horrible things. Oh, yeah, exactly. I know they will. That's why you've got to. That's why you should be legally allowed to kick them to death. They think they're so much better than they are. They think they're better than everybody else. They bully other birds about. Horrible things. You need to get dogs to attack them. Trained seagull dogs. Black-backed ones. I think they have got black backs or grey backs or something, but they're the great big useless ones that nobody likes. All the other gulls are fine. Any plans for the weekend or just looking for treasure? It depends. If I'm able to get out tomorrow, then that's the plan. If I can't, then I won't. Beagles. Beagles are useless too. All beagles like food. They're horrible things as well. I'm just not a living thing type person. Get another sip of water. Well, I call it water. It's that nasty sparkling water. I put some orange squash in it and it's quite nice. Let's see how I do that. I did go to the auction, yes. What good is a beagle hunting a rabbit when by the time you get to the rabbit it'll already be eaten by the stupid beagle? They are absolutely useless. Anyway, yeah, I did go to the auction indeed, yes. As they say, you've got to speculate to accumulate. In English, that means you need to spend lots and lots of money to get lots and lots of money in return. And that was quite painful, seeing myself part with so much money. You know. Oh yeah, I bought lots. I bought a very nice coin cabinet case thing with lots of different coins in there. I was really excited. It was the one lot all day I was looking forward to. And the estimate was £50 to £80. And on the catalogue online, the pictures that they uploaded were terrible. It was one picture where you could see a tray of, you know, sort of copper coins and that was it. And the description wasn't much better. And with the estimate of 50 to 80 as well, you know. So anyway, I went through all the coins and everything. I explored the whole lot of them, and I came across some nice ones. I thought, oh, that's not bad, you know. I took some pictures, did lots of estimating throughout the night, and I thought, yep, okay, that's how much I'll bid. That's my maximum bid. You know, that and so on. Okay, so day of the auction. You know, that particular lot comes up straight away. 50 to 80 estimates. So the auctioneer goes like, oh, what should we start the bidding at? So normally you start the bidding at sort of like £50. Straight away, someone online bids £320. £320 right away. And I was like, oh no, here we are. Anyway, I got it. I bid next, and I did get it for 340. So, but the problem is with £340 is that cost me an extra, I think it's £72 commission on top of that. So, yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, I did Corporal Tunnel. Yes, I looked at every coin, pretty much every coin anyway. And every coin that I thought was interesting, I took pictures of. There was one tray in there. There was just sort of old pennies and stuff, which is just nonsense. But like the old copper coins, the Georgian farthings are worth about £10 each. Whole tray of those. The dump issues are about £30 each. So, yeah, not bad. I was shocked at the initial bid. I buy to sell on for a profit. Certain things I don't mind keeping long term. Gold's a good investment, for an example, What if the postcard guy wanted to have a look? Bad luck to the post. No, there's a difference though, right? I looked at every coin, but I was there for about 10 minutes. That was it. Maybe 5 minutes, probably. And nobody else was interested. Not one other person had a look. The postcard guy, he was looking. There was over 1,000 postcards. Over 1,000 postcards, and he was looking at every one like that. It was like this. Like that. Bring it down. Like that. Let's take off the next one. Looking at it. Finger. The other side as well, and going like that. 1,000 of them. I was there for 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. That's all it was. 5 minutes. Oh, no, Eagles. My maximum bid was 350. My max bid there was 350. That I worked out. So I got to 350. And in fact, I will usually actually not bid my maximum bid. If I have to bid one more over my maximum bid, I won't. But some items, when they come up, I'm like, oh, well, it's not that great. So, even if I get it for less than I wanted, I still probably won't bid higher if I do get outbid on it, because I don't want it enough. I think gold and silver is a reasonable investment. What annoyed me about postcard guy, right, is that if he's a collector, he was about 95. So he's going through every single postcard, every single one of them, And come on, he's about 95. He's probably got an extra 2 months left in him. That's it. So once he wins those postcards that he's deprived everybody else from looking at, then what? 2 months later, they have to get sold again. Then there'll be another 100-year-old looking through every single one of them. Are the sugar tongs all silver? Yes. You'd be surprised. All of my sugar tongs that I own are silver. I've got some EPNS ones as well. I got in a big job lot of stuff. But no, silver is springy if it's made correctly. What do you collect the most? Demands Davey. Silver. But that's silver I collect to sell. But I also collect bowls badges as well. Yeah, I collect bowls badges too. Hay fever. I think I'm correct though in saying that. You know, there's not really much point in. You know, I mean, a postcard's a postcard. There's no need to go through every single one, is there? It doesn't achieve anything. You know, once you've gone through about 10 postcards, you've got an idea of what other postcards are going to be in the collection. No, my main collection now is just badges. I used to collect a lot of stuff. Every time I used to go through... Actually, I collect key rings. Every time I go abroad somewhere to a different country, I will collect a key ring with the name of the country on it. Daroo! Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ailments, how dare you? I'm perfectly healthy. Should all people be forbidden at auctions? No, of course not. But, see, I've got absolutely no problem with him buying the postcards. No problem in the slightest. What I have a problem with is the bad auction viewing etiquette of looking through every single one of well over 1,000 postcards. Sitting down, pulling a table over, going through every single postcard there and depriving other people who might want to look at that lot from going through them because you're taking up all that time yourself. I wouldn't collect badges. Both. I was annoyed by him in general, but I was going to bid on them. That's why I went up to the place in particular to look at the postcards. No, Davey, because with silver, I can't imagine there's going to be a massive increase in the value of silver. With gold, it's a bit different, you know, so I could buy sovereigns and things like that for a long-term investment. But, no, I buy to sell generally straight away, or as quick as I can. The more good quality silver and gold items you have, you know, the more likely you are to sell them. I didn't win the last batch of postcards, Corbel Tunnel. You should have paid attention. On the last batch of postcards, the estimate was 30 to 50. I think it sold for £540. I don't know if he bought them, but if he did, you know, I know who first on my execution list is going to be when I get in charge. I've not actually attempted to sell any of the autographs yet. Someone did want to buy the Morecambe and Wise autograph, but I've not even attempted to sell them yet. It wasn't minimum spend. I've already explained all of this. Minimum spend suggests I'm being tight. In actual fact, I spent a lot of money on this. Doggo Duck, good to see you. having plans to quit. It's true. I'll tell you what is a lot of money though. There is a nice pipe tamper for sale. It's an auction that's going on right now. And so yesterday I called up the auction house and I said, "Good day to you, auction house." This is my exact words. I said, "It occurs to me that you have dutifully..." I don't know. I said, "I've sent you an email a few days ago, but I've not had a reply. Could you please tell me what your shipping costs?" And she said, "Yep, what lot number was it?" And I said, 515. Actually, that's not true. I said 516, but I'd also be interested in 515 as well. And what this is, right, is a little pipe tamper, a silver pipe tamper. Just a jiddy little thing. And she said, "Oh, for that it would cost you," listen to this, £12.50 plus VAT. So £12, my ear almost fell off. I couldn't believe it. And she said, if you were interested in 515 as well, she said that would be the same, but if you bought both of them, it would be... And then I can't remember what she said after that, because again, I was in shock. My ear sort of paralysed itself out of hearing sort of two numbers together like that. Anyway, so I can't remember how much it was. So I thought, good grief, that's terrible. So I put on a bid, I think for £30. I put out £30. I did for the tamper. I was outbid just a moment. This morning I think I was outbid on that, but the auction started now, so I'll miss overbidding on it. The other lot, I haven't been outbid on that one yet. I think I put down £50. It might have been for the cheroot. It was a little cheroot holder and cheroot case. The cheroot at the auction last time on Tuesday, there were two cheroot cases. No, there are two cheroot holder cases for sale in two separate lots, and they were described as Vestas. And I said, that is not a Vesta, it's a cheroot case. Right? It's quite simple. It's obvious. Anyway, this comes with the cheroot holder as well. And the cheroot holder that comes in a silver cheroot case traditionally is always an amber stem with a gold mount, a little gold mount on the outside at the end, which is usually hallmark gold. Anyway, so it's unusual for that to come with the case as one set. Well, there were two of them for sale. The other one didn't have a silver case, but it had a nice, almost like a thimble style case, which was really nice. So I was like, okay, I'll put £50 on that, plus 30%, that's right, 30% commission on top of that, plus £12.50 plus VAT. So the way I've organised it is so I'll still make enough profit, but it's a ridiculous price. It really is. Absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Nate. Very kind. I mean, how can you possibly ask for £12.50 for postage on such a small little item? It is ridiculous. I mean, I just don't understand it in the slightest what you'll get out of doing something like that. I mean, the commission's high enough already, 29%. Well, Mallard's right. The reason was because the tamper I would have bought for myself as part of my tamper collection. You see, but the cheroot case, I knew there's a profit in it, and I've always wanted to buy one because it always looks good at any flea market, you know. And there's a decent amount of profit in it. But generally you go to auctions because if you're spending enough money, you are getting a decent profit. I'd say I've probably got about £300 profit for the lots I bought on Tuesday. There's about £300 of profit in it, which isn't too bad. But again, I'm also buying because there's more things for sale on my store at the flea market, so that's also good. If I'm buying something just to get my money back on it, at least I've got something that I can then sell and have somebody else look around at other stuff whilst they're buying that, if that makes sense. see what the time is. Must be approaching around 4 o'clock now. We only had one target so far, but of course the ground is so hard. Not necessarily hard, but it's so dry that you won't be getting a great deal of depth in the slightest. It's pretty bad. I will go for a little sit down in a minute, I think. Thank you very much, Miss Croucher. You're an absolute wonder. You just detected. Oh, well done, Richard. Very good indeed. I thought I said deleted. I was very confused, and I thought it was my metal detector talking to me, which was even more confusing. And I go for a quick rest in the shade. Need to sit down. There we go, that's nice. Nice. There's actually a hosepipe ban starting next week in Hampshire and the Isle of Wight, and it won't be long before we get our hosepipe ban here as well. A hosepipe ban means that you're not allowed to use any taps, have any washes, or do anything at all. It's not beautiful. It's very, very hot. It's terrible. Oh dear, dear, dear. So we have 5 minutes here. If anyone here has any pipe tampers for sale, please do let me know. Good job. It's due to rain most of next week then. Yeah. Very true. Probably is actually saying that. Today I'm using my Victorinox Huntsman, might be. I've always got this in my pocket whenever I go out detecting. You know, you never know who you might need to stab. You never know who you might need to you never know what you might need to use it for. How does the dry soil affect detecting? Does it affect depth at all? Yes, it does. For you see, the water moistens up the soil nicely, and when the soil is nice and moistened, you get a better depth. It go deeper and deeper and deeper, and you'll pick up tiny little things at like 10 million miles under the surface. But when it's all dry and hard, you get like that much depth, and it doesn't work well at all. You know, it's not ideal. You still find things, but yeah, you'll still you know, you'll find a lot of things still, but nowhere near as effective. I really could do with sitting down. My feet are hurting already. I'm in a bad way. Hi Fiasco, good to see you. Yeah, very much so. You can see we had no rain for ages, so it's pretty bad. We had a drop of rain the other day, but the thing is we're getting nowhere near enough rain for what we need, and the rain can be very localised as well. On Wednesday, when I had my competition, Wednesday evening, we had rain, and the green was quite damp, but you know, when you get the hot weather again, it just sort of evaporates it, and the grass isn't getting anywhere near enough rain to help do the... Oh, that's almost as bad as here then, Fiasco. I was asking though on the way here, how on earth do places like yours, how do you actually go without needing to do hosepipe bans and stuff like that? You know, how do you allow things to carry on as normal? Over here now we're getting close to hosepipe bans, and in some parts they have in fact incorporated that, so you know, you can't do anything at all. Well, this is the second target. Oh, 11:39, nice. Cool for cats, good to see you, hope you're doing well. Oh, what have we found? We cannot water our lawns. Oh dear. Brewdoo. I think it's Brewdog, but same thing. Juiced up, ready for tour. Ready tour. What? Okay. United we stand for better beer. Elvis juice, 5.1%. Nice. But how long will you go before something serious happens, you know? Like over here we had the great drought of 70 something or other. Gachi Bass, don't know what that means, but 1976, that was it. The Great Drought of 1976. That was a good time. I remember it well. I suppose it's a bit different in a country like in Texas. I suppose you're more used to it, perhaps. So you've got the, well, you know, you're happy in your own house because it's nice and cool and stuff with your fancy air conditioning and stuff. Millions of flights. Actually, when I played last night, you get this usually for like 2 games in the season in the evening, where you get thousands of flying ants everywhere. Horrible things they are. But it's actually getting hotter, I think. If you do exclamation weather Bristol UK, Miss Groucher, I'll let you try it, or Corporal Tunnel if you're still watching. Someone put in Bristol UK, we'll see how hot it is. My phone was 26 degrees before I came out, and I imagine it's increased since then. 24 degrees, nonsense. I don't want to do it, demands Miss Croucher. But Rambo did it, and did a very good job indeed. Wow, it is hotter than that. It was 26 degrees. But there you go, 47% humidity. Miss Groucher, you need to learn your commitments? I don't know. As a mod. Yeah, the humidity is high. But like I said, my phone said it was 26 degrees. For this particular area, that is, though, because my phone goes down to like the exact road, so it gets the area exact. So it's 26 degrees here. I imagine that's increased a bit, plus there is a bit of high humidity. Make me, or maybe I will. Minus 5,000 points, Miss Groucher. It is 26 just up M5. There we go. I was right. 10 points to me. 2 degrees cooler than here in Thailand. Wow. '21 in Nottinghamshire. You've got it easy. Easy. 39 degrees. Yeah, it was. Oh, in California, right. Yeah, it was, probably. I think you call that nice and warm. San Antonio, United States of America. 36 degrees. Wow, almost as hot as it is here. 70% humidity. Oh, 29C. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Goodness me. You're lucky to have air conditioning though, but you're also very unlucky to have to put up with that sort of weather. Oh my. There's a wasp's nest in there. It's actually a wasp's nest in that hole. Never seen one in a hole before. I don't like wasps. If I didn't mind where I'd fill that up with dynamite and blow them to smithereens. Don't kick it. Miss Croucher says poke it. I will do something like that. The Commonwealth Games have started. Which means that the Commonwealth Games Bowls has also started. England started off with a win this morning. I don't like Jamie Chesney. I never have and never will. I don't like him. You know those people you get, like, with a really slappable face? Keep quiet, Miss Croucher. Well, that's what he is, basically. Flamethrowers, good idea. Diwania, what? 45 degrees, oh my gosh. Do you live in Iraq, Eagles? See, it's like places like that shouldn't exist, should they? No, demands Eagles. I mean, I don't think anyone's really a big fan of Iraq anyway, but when it's that temperature, like, why does it exist? You googled a hot place. Your mother's I don't know if that's creepy or not. It is creepy. You weren't going to be mean? Miss Croucher wasn't going to be mean? Nonsense. Goes to minus 70C. That's nothing. You should have been in my room growing up. We used to get snow on the inside. Take a bath in ice.